Fighters, you want more leads, you want more sales, you must get this dialed in your marketing. And today I'm going to talk about the most important page on your website. In fact, I'll just get to the chase here, cut to the chase. The most important page on your website is your pricing page. All right, now bear with me here because I know this is going to ruffle some feathers. I don't know why, but whenever I talk about this, it seems to be like controversial and people argue it. It's like you fuckers put in more effort creating your defense for why this isn't a good idea than you do trying to just consider maybe a new way of looking at the way you're marketing your business. And I think it's hurting a lot of you guys because you don't have your pricing on your website. So stick with me because I'm going to give you some tips here, some strategies, and some mindsets around this that will help you make more money in your business. Number one, let's just talk about why the pricing page is a game changer for you. In a nutshell, customers want transparency. They don't want to jump through hoops, all right, just to figure out if they can afford you or not. Just today, I was on a social media platform and a woman shared how she's not hiring a contractor because they won't just answer the damn question of what shit costs. They want to set up some 2.5-hour in-person consultation, and she clicked like what shit costs on their website, and it said contact us for pricing because all projects are different. Guys, this is not transparency. You are not serving the client. You're actually making it hard for them to do business with you or to make a decision to not do business with you. Contractors that are winning right now are the ones that are educating their process or their prospects, not hiding from them when it comes to pricing. Think about the last time you bought something without knowing the price. Just think about it. The advantage for you guys here is that your competitors, they're not going to do this because they're not listening to the contractor fight and doing the shit we teach here that makes you fucking money. When you talk about price on your website, you are building instant trust because of the transparency. But I can hear you now. Oh, Tom, every job is different. I don't want to lock myself in, to having to, charge a certain amount, or my competitors are going to undercut me, or customers won't understand all the variables and all the other fucking excuses that I hear on a regular basis. Well, guess what? You're right. Every job is different, but that doesn't mean you can't give a range. And the key is what's called framing. Okay? You control the narrative. Show them what affects pricing. Do this on your blogs and on your videos, on your pricing page. Like, if you go to simplifypainting.com, we have blogs on pricing that get found in organic search in Colorado Springs because consumers are searching how much does interior painting cost. And if you go and you look at that, you'll see like I give ranges and I talk about things that can affect the pricing to go up or down in certain conditions, from quality of products to the amount of patching that we have to do. It's all about educating people. And when you frame it that way, you're going to win more. And if you're not educating your prospects, you're leaving them vulnerable to the cheapest fucker in town. And we all know that ain't you. So, how to structure your pricing page. Okay, let's just talk a blog. Like, you can have an official pricing page. I actually have a pricing calculator on my website where people can enter in like number of cabinet doors and it spits out a price, the square footage of a house, and here's the exterior price, and vice versa, and also like interior, okay, because it just gives them a quick range, and that also collects leads for us that we can follow up with. But if you're just going to have if you're going to write a blog, how much does interior painting cost? How much does a small bathroom remodel cost? That's the headline because that's what they're searching for, okay? Talk about different price ranges. Show a picture like, hey, the bathroom shown here, bathroom like this, which is approximately X amount of square footage and didn't have all the crazy bells and whistles and the highest end selections, XYZ, starts at X amount of dollars. Talk about the factors, like I said a minute ago, that affect the price, the size, materials, prep, etc. Set expectations early and be transparent. Obviously, you want to give them a call to action, but let me tell you a quick story. Way back in the day, way back in the day when I started doing this in one of my old companies, I wrote a pricing article on every room of the house. Okay? How much does it cost to paint a master bathroom? How much does it cost to paint a master bedroom? How much does it cost to paint an average sized bedroom? How much does it cost to paint a hall bathroom, a kitchen, a living room, a 2-story foyer, on and on and on. Guys, within 3-4 months, I owned 8 of the 10 organic spots on Google that had anything to do with interior painting prices that people were searching. It got to the point, because I did so much educating, that when people scheduled an on-site consultation or estimate with us, and we would show up, I remember the first time it hit me like, wow, this shit works. I knocked on the door, I came in, and I went around, we did our thing, I inputted everything into my magic pricing iPad computer software thing that I had at the time. The husband and wife were standing on the other side of the kitchen island, and I said, hey, you guys want to talk about what this thing's gonna run you guys? All right, and they're like, sure. And then she goes, I want to see if I win the bet. And I was like, huh. So I spit out the number, I think it was like $5,600 or some crap like that, whatever the number was. She hits the table, she points at her husband and goes, suck it, because she won the bet. And I go, what was the bet? And she said, we had a bet on who was closest to how much you were going to charge us to paint the house. And I said, what was your number? And she says, I was $5,700. She was within $100 of the price that I calculated. I asked her, how did you come up with that number? She says, it's all on your website. Guys, she already knew she was going to hire us as long as we were in that range. All the heavy lifting and the money and any objections and all that bullshit, because of the amount of education we did on our website about pricing and the variables, okay, it built trust. And that was the first of hundreds of times that happened, where people would call and go, yeah, I'd like to have you come out. We worked up our pricing. We think the exterior is going to be around 12 grand, and we'd like to have a site visit to confirm that, make sure that's the number, and we can go ahead and hire you. The result of this, when you talk about pricing on your website, all right, because I don't know about you. If I Google like how much, and I did this, by the way, there was a company many years ago, we were doing some work in my house, and it was some flooring that we had done, and I Googled how much does XYZ flooring cost. It took me to a dude's website. They had a pricing page, but on their pricing page, they didn't answer the question. They said, call for pricing. I hit the back button, never to visit that company again because they wasted my time. Put yourselves in the consumer's shoes. Sometimes people, they just want a budget number because Johnny's graduating from fucking college in a year and they're not going to have a payment anymore, and they're trying to budget for a kitchen that they want to do. And they're just in that phase where they're not ready to pull the trigger. So this is a great opportunity that you can add value to them and make it easy for them. Hopefully this makes sense. I know I beat this up all the time. So the results of this, guys, when you start talking about pricing openly, you talk about ranges. So let's step out of the home improvement thing for a minute. If I ask you, how much does a car cost? You're going to say, it depends. What's the make? What's the model? How old is it? How many miles? What features? Okay? It's no different what you do. Tom, how much does it cost to paint a room? I just structure everything. Hey, it depends. But under normal conditions, a 12 by 12 room, just painting the walls, labor and material might be $700, whatever the number is. Starting at $700, and it could go up and down from there with, depends is there flooring that needs to be protected, or is it subfloor, right? Is there a lot of furniture in the room? Is there a lot of patching? All these variables can cause the price to go up and down because it depends. And when you frame it like that, you're educating and you're showing them all the different possibilities. When you do this, the results are you are going to have higher quality leads and a lot less time wasted on people that are never going to be your client. You're going to get those better leads because people are already going to know what to expect. Okay? There's some stats out there that'll say 80% of somebody's buying decision is already made when they call you. They're like 80% of the way there. Well, let's make that 95% by talking about pricing. You're going to get rid of the tire kickers, all right, who expect to pay $2,000 for something when your minimum is $5,000 for something that they want. Clients, homeowners, they respect the pros that are up front. The ones who get pissed about pricing were never your clients anyway, and you don't want them scheduling an appointment, all right? Even if you have an appointment scheduled, say what's today? Today's Monday that we're recording this. Say I have somebody schedules an estimate with you, on-site estimate for this coming Thursday, and it's for a deck. And if you have a pricing page, you could see that comes through. They schedule on your website. You could call them up today and go, hey, Joe, I saw that you scheduled time for Thursday to meet about your deck and this and that. I just want to let you know I'm texting you a link right now to the different types of decks that we build and some of the price ranges and this and that. Just to take some time, look that over, Any questions between now and our appointment, let me know. When we've done that, by the way, we find that about a third of the people that were on the schedule to meet canceled the appointment because it was over their budget, and that just saved me a shit ton of time. Okay? Now you've reclaimed some of your time back to work on more important big picture things in your business. Anyway, the best contractors don't just do the work, they educate their market. Be the best educator. Pricing is a big part of that. All right? If you want to win, stop hiding behind this all projects are different, call for pricing bullshit. Okay? And start leading the conversation, because your competitors won't do it, and this is being different, not better. You know what? Worst thing in marketing is trying to be better. You want to be different, and this is uncommon. Implement a pricing page and test it and see what happens. And guys, listen, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, if you want help attracting higher quality leads with more strategies like I talked about here today, then I want you to be on the lookout for our Leads on Demand course. If you go to thecontractorfight.com/marketing, check that out, and we'll help you get your phone ringing with more high quality prospects that aren't going to waste your time. They're going to pay your prices because you've been educating them. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.